I am so excited because on Amazon at the moment they've got a Kindle sale on, like their 12 days of Kindle or something like that. A lot of the books are under £2 I've found, and I've found a couple that have been 20p as well. And if it's crap, it doesn't matter, because what is 20p? Absolutely nothing. I've got a couple of other books as well, some physical books that I've bought from a catalogue that we get through the post every now and then, so I think I will start with those. I've got the Numbers trilogy. These are books about people that can see the age where people are actually going to die, and I thought that these sounded really good, and I think I paid about £5 for all three of these, but I'm really excited to try these anyways. I also bought A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. It's actually about a young boy whose mum has an illness, and that is actually all I know at the moment, but I'm really looking forward to reading this, as it has got several good reviews about it, even though it's technically a child's book from what I've heard, but we'll see. Now, when I read The Knife of Never Letting Go, I didn't really like it at all. I thought the writing style was awful, and I really honestly couldn't get into it, but I'm trying this, and it is supposed to be different from A Knife of Never Letting Go. But first of all, I'd like to say that this is one of the most beautiful covers. I didn't like the dark one, the dark cover that also got released, but I just saw this and just died. Now, moving on to my Kindle books, the first one I got was The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out of the Window and Disappeared by Jonas Jonasson. So I think this one was 20p actually. A man who is turning 100 years old, and he just doesn't want to deal with anything anymore, so he just plain and simply escapes out the window and goes through a bunch of exciting, funny adventures on the way. I just also loved the cover of this as well, and if it hadn't been 20p, I probably would have bought the book as well, just for the cover, because I just think it's beautiful, and it would have been blue, a bright blue, as well, which looked absolutely lovely. But I'm really excited to read this book because it sounds hilarious. Next book is You Had Me at Hello by Mari McFarlane. Mari, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that one, but this is basically about a couple who have broken up and they meet each other years later. The guy has got a girlfriend now, or actually a wife, not a girlfriend. It's just a story about how they meet up again. This one also sounds funny, and I'm really looking forward to reading this one as well. I think this one was 99p from what I remember, but I'm not sure. This is Greyhound by Stephen Piper. Now, I'm not actually quite sure what this one's about, so I'm just going to read it and see where it takes me, really. This doesn't actually show the cover that I actually got. I got the one with all the little bits and parts that are like blue and on a white background where it looks as though it's part of a toy, but this cover's horrible. Why did it have to buy this cover? I think this one was £1.99. It's Unwind by Neil Shusterman, and I've heard so many good things about this actually on Goodreads and on YouTube, and a lot of people like this book, so I decided to pick it up. I'm not quite sure what it's about, but I decided to take it on a whim and see where it takes me. A lot of these books I actually did get on a whim, and I don't actually know much about them. Obviously I did read the descriptions, but not entirely. I really want to try and read a few books that I don't know much about, really. Obviously I want to be intrigued by them, but not so much that I have to read reviews on them. I didn't really read a lot of reviews on a lot of these books. I just want to find out for myself what's actually going on. This is another one of those books. It's called Fluke, and it is by David M. Elliott. This one I actually got for free, so it can't hurt to buy any free books anyway. Now, this one is Fool's Errand by Robin Hobb, and I think pretty sure this one's like an epic fantasy kind of book, so it'll be nice after all the comedy books that I've actually bought to read something of epic fantasy. Not something as hefty as Game of Thrones, but something along those lines. At least that's the kind of vibe I got off of the description anyways. Now, lastly, I've got Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry. Now, this is one that I have heard a lot of good reviews about. I'm pretty sure it's a contemporary novel with romance in it, and I've heard that it's really great. I recently read a kind of contemporary romance kind of book that I didn't really like. It was The Boy Who Sneaked in My Bedroom Window. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called, and I thought it was absolutely awful, so I wanted to give the genre another chance, so I decided to buy this one. I'm pretty sure this one was £1.99. I really need to stop buying books now. I honestly do. I'm buying too many books. I know they're only like 20p and 1.99, but it all adds up in the end. If you haven't checked out the Amazon Kindle sale, please do, because there are a lot of awesome sounding books on there that are really cheap, and some of them 20p. You have to buy them if they're only 20p or 20 cents or whatever country you're in. I'm actually reading Pretties by Scott Westerfeld at the moment, and I'm not really enjoying that so much. It isn't as good as Uglies in my opinion so far. If you've actually read any of those books, please let me know what you think. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will speak to you later. Bye!